Sunday, the 6th of September 2020, a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "If your brother does something wrong, go and have it out with him alone, between you two selves. If he listens to you, you have won back your brother. If he does not listen, take one or two others along with you. The evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses is required to sustain any charge. But if he refuses to listen to these, report it to the community. And if he refuses to listen to the community, treat him like a pagan or a tax collector. I tell you solemnly, whatever you bind on earth shall be considered bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be considered loosed in heaven. I tell you solemnly once again, if 2 of you on earth agree to ask anything at all, it will be granted to you by my Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 meet in my name, I shall be there with them." This is the gospel of the Lord. In the first part of this gospel, it says if your brother does something wrong, then correct him, and eventually if he still refuses to listen to you, treat him like a pagan or a tax collector. And this to me is very inconsistent of the way Jesus normally preaches, because there's a lot of love in the way he preaches. It's not like somebody wrongs you, you then punish him by taking him by way of law. It's not so consistent in the other, where there's a lot of forgiveness. And I believe that in the second part, he reconciles the first part by telling solemnly, whatever you bind on earth shall be considered bound in heaven. And I would like to think of it as, yes, you have the law here with you, but you have the option to also forgive based on heavenly laws, based on the love that he has always spoken about. At the end of the day, it is very difficult for us to know when somebody is wrong us. I find it very difficult to blame the other person for wronging us, because if I have not walked in his shoes, and the person is wrong, I don't know what is going through his mind. I've not walked in his shoes. I'm not walking the journey he has been through. I've not had the backgrounds he's had. So I feel that we should really forgive them and not subject them to the extent of what the law the privileges that the law accords to us. There must be some forgiveness. We are, after all, human beings. We feel hurt, but unless that person keeps doing it to us, and then I think you might want to do something about it. But otherwise, I think the first option would be to forgive and to have empathy, to understand that the journey that he's going through may not be the same as yours. That is my reflection for today.